So it's lunchtime now, so I'm making some sweet and sour sauce with chicken wings. I have the chicken wings in the oven for 400, and I'll show you them. Those are the chicken wings that I got cooking there. And I have this sauce here, the sweet and sour sauce that I made here. And I'm making a cucumber Asian salad, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, I just took like a seedless cucumber. I cut it in half. I already have a little bit in there in the bowl. I have one of these zoodle type peelers. There, you can just peel it or you can cut it up in slices, whatever you want to do, but I have one of these just little fancy little things. And I just peel it, and then it makes the little strings like that. So I'm just peeling the rest of it into there. Until I can't use it no more, and then I'm just going to set that off to the side and then get the rest off of this one. Just a little bit here. And then what we're going to do is take a couple teaspoons of salt on that. So I got my kosher salt here. And I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit on there. It's just a couple teaspoons. But since this is kosher salt, it's really salty. So I don't want too much on there. And I'm just going to toss that with my fingers, my hands there. And then next, I'm going to take a 1/4 cup of sugar. So I'm going to get the 1/4 cup out. So here's the 1/4 cup, and I'm going to go get the sugar out of my cabinet. And I always keep my sugar in one of these things, because I keep a lot of sugar. We use a lot for baking. So I'm just going to scoop 1/4 out of there and sprinkle it on top of the cucumbers there that I have. Toss that in the sink there. Put this back in my cabinet. And then I'm going to take some garlic. I mean, not garlic, but ginger. Excuse me, sorry. Take some ginger. You can use minced ginger, but I got grated ginger, so I'm just going to use a little teaspoon of that. If you use the minced ginger, you can use a tablespoon of it. Okay, and then a tablespoon of minced garlic. I got garlic powder, so I'm just going to use that, a little bit of that. So you do use a little bit of garlic in there. I'm just going to put a little bit, not too much. And then I'm going to take a fork here that I have here and just stir it around in there. And mix all those flavors together. And I'm going to take a little bit of white vinegar that I have, and just a little splash, just a little bit of white vinegar there. And then I'm going to stir that up in there. And I'm going to kind of let this chill out so that it can soak up the flavors. It could be nice and flavorful when I get it. So you can set it aside or put it in the refrigerator and serve it later if you're not wanting to eat it now, because it will soak up the flavors in there. And then the leftover cucumbers I'm going to chop in there. So I just got a knife from over there, out of my knife things, just slicing the rest of this cucumber. Slicing up pieces of it into there. You don't have to do that. I just want to use the whole cucumber, so I'm doing that right now. So I'm stirring that into the mixture of the cucumbers that I have here. So that's the cucumber Asian salad there. Just dumped it, of course. Anyway. So I'm going to stir my sweet and sour sauce over here. It's getting nice and thick. And the sweet and sour sauce, I use 2 cups of water, 1 1/2 cup of sugar, and cup of ketchup, and 2 1/3 cups of white vinegar, and some red pepper flakes, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, and 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. And I'm just stirring that up into there and letting it get nice and bubbly and thick like that. And I got it in my cast iron skillet. Use any big skillet that you have. I'm just using my cast iron skillet here. Okay, I'm going to check on the wings. I'm going to pull them out. Get my oven mitts. I'm going to pull these out and check them out and see if they're not pink in here. I'm going to stir them with my spoon. Move them around there so you can see me. I'm just moving them around. I'm going to move the pan over a little bit more because this is still simmering there. So I'm just moving them around. They still need a little bit longer to bake in the oven, but they're looking good like that. I'm just going to put some of this sauce that I have on top of it with this Yape. Just pour some of it so that it could get some of the juices already in there as it's cooking. Kind of marinating it and the flavors in there. I'm going to set that over there, and then I'm just going to stir it again to make sure it's all covered with all of it, the sauce. in it. I'm going to add these back into the oven. This is a really good, cheap meal. Doesn't cost anything really. So it's just a cucumber I got for 69 cents. The store, and some basic stuff that I have in the house. Ketchup and soy sauce. Just a few things I have already on hand, so I don't have to go buy anything specific for it. If you don't want the red peppers in it, you don't have to have the red peppers in it. I just put a little bit of red peppers in it for a little bit of flavor. And I'll be back with the whole thing. Thank you.